If you think about this, this is a work of love to just collect all these. And now, I mean, who cuts recipes out of the paper? But to me, it's just thinking of my grandma Fanny. Her name was Fanny. Growing up, we did not have a lot of family events because we really didn't have a lot of family that lived in Kankakee. But my mother loved to cook. She was a big Julia Child fan. More than anything, I think she loved to entertain. So she taught us a love for cooking, a love for decorating tables. But Jewish food was something we just ate on holidays. My grandma had died, and she left me lots of cookbooks. I slowly started going through all of her cookbooks and cooking. I was a home economics major at Colorado State. It was a big deal. I did end up really learning more about the science of food and just the fact that I felt comfortable around food, because I think that's the key. You have to feel comfortable with what you do. And I definitely, food and I are it. I started my blog, This Is How I Cook, when my kids went off to college, and they kept calling me, we need this recipe and we need that recipe. You remember that one? It had chicken and it had onions and it had, don't you remember that one, Mom? And I'm like, which one is that? So my daughter finally convinced me to start a blog, and I knew nothing about it, and now I probably have around 720 recipes, all things I love to cook. I'm Abbe Odenwalder. The Great American Recipe is a wonderful show that brings together people of different ethnicities from around the country and tells their stories behind their food. So it was really just a nice mix of people, and you get to hear the stories. And though it's a competition, the Great American Recipe, I think, will touch everyone in certain ways that you don't get from other cooking shows. When I inherited my grandmother's cookbooks, which I will tell you are wonderful, and she used to write little notes in her cookbooks. So I still feel like she is here with me when I'm looking through her cookbooks, and every now and then I find pencil handwriting. I never really got to try her cooking, but by using her cookbooks, I feel like I'm closer to her. I don't know how you feel, but when I touch something that I know my grandma touched, doesn't it just make you all warm and fuzzy inside?